This VexVR Castle Driver Challenge is the beginning of a variety of different challenges that we're going to do with this little robot. You're going to go to VexVR code, you're going to click on it, and you're going to continue for free. And if you've done Scratch before, it's very similar, as you can see here. But what I'm going to tell you right out of the gate is that it doesn't auto-save. At most, it will save to your web browser's cache, and hopefully it will be there for the next class. So just note, at the end of the class, when you're in the middle of a project and the bell rings, you're going to go to File, Save, and you're actually going to download it to your Downloads folder and give it a cool name so you'll remember, right? So I'm going to call this one Driver Challenge, because the next one is called Castle Crasher. So we're going to do Driver Challenge, and yeah, just enough to distinguish it from something else, some other project. And then you would file open that in the future. Okay, just want to let you know this is not because it's a free version and it's not gonna save for you automatically. So notice the craft here has a bumper, or it has two sets of bumper. It has a left and right. It has a front eye sensor, number 2. That's this thing right here. It has a pen, and has a downward sensor and an electromagnet. And what you're going to do is you're going to, inside of VexVR, is you're going to open what's called the playground. And it's the Castle Crasher playground. So let's go. I believe select playground is what you choose, I believe. And then you go to Castle Crasher. Here you're met with a robot, and these are castles. You can't see them necessarily unless you move the camera. See these camera tools down here? So this is 3D, so you can right-click and move around and see what it looks like. And the idea is, well, if you just drive forward and hit start, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to plow through that, okay, and fall off the table. It's going to fall off the table, and that's the end of it. You're going to hit reset, and again, you can watch it. You can watch it here, so you can watch it from the top, and you can see it. Castle crashes, runs off the table. Your mission now. This is your task. You want it to stop when it touches the castles without knocking them down. Now, remember, what does this have on it? Well, it has bumpers and sensors, right? So you're going to use this sensor to make it stop before it knocks it down. So here is what's called pseudocode. This is fake code that you can just write down using whatever English you want, or it doesn't matter. It's not real code, but it's to help you process what's happening. So the natural language is what, if you were to describe it in just talking to a friend, hey, have the VR drive forward, then bumpers press, having the car stop, right? Those are full sentences. Pseudocode is just a quick, when started, drive forward, wait until bumpers press, stop. Simple, cut to the chase. So this is described pseudocode right here. Pseudo means fake. And so what you're going to do is you're going to make it so that it drives forward and stops. And then remember, the pseudocode says, when started, drive forward, wait. So we look in here for like a wait. Here's a wait seconds. Here's wait if. There's then, repeat until, wait until. That's probably one that you want to do. Oops, where'd it go? Down here. So drive forward, wait until, something about sensing. So let's look under here. We have left bumper is pressed. That might work. Drop it in. And press go. That didn't work. Oh. Wait until bumper's pressed. Then what? Well, we need to make it stop. So we're going to go to stop driving. All right. So we're going to reset. And we're going to give it a go. Boom. So that's how it works. You're going to use these blocks, and you're going to eventually make it turn left, stop on the red, and then you're going to make it do a variety of things like not knock things down, but go around the thing, and then finally you're going to knock everything down and off the board. Another thing I want you guys to do is under looks, I want you to put pen down, because what I'd like you to do is trace your activity. So as you can see, it draws a line. So by doing that, we can kind of see the, a record of the movement of your robot. So make sure you have pen down when doing these activities. Before you move on to the next few of them, I'd like to point out if and then. These are commands that are very, very important to understand. So let's do that. So what I would like to do is introduce if and then with a forever around it. If you understand what a Roomba does, a Roomba goes around the house and vacuums, and it always just kind of wanders around and bumps off of walls and that sort of thing. So what you're generally going to do here is you're going to do, drive forward. I'm sorry, let's take this one out. Let's do if and else. Sorry, if and else, just to give you an idea how it works. You're going to say, if it does interacts with something, do something. Otherwise, drive forward. Or so in the case of running into this wall, maybe you would do a turn. You would turn a certain direction when left bumper's pressed. I almost gave you the whole answer, but it's not quite. You maybe want to change the degrees, anything like that. Play around with this, and then of course when you get to the red stuff, you have to do downward sensor. So down, and you can also mess with front distance. Play with those. Downward sensor, I think, is right here. Down eye. See, down eye detects red, for example. All right. So I'm gonna let you go.